Big win, Don Wilson here, post-fight at the Score Fighting Series in Hamilton, Ontario, with Josh Hill. You got the big win. I'm gonna say, gentleman, Josh Hill, in the beautiful big win garb. I want to throw, fans, and he actually fills it out. And then you have the Harlequin Romance 6-pack, 12-pack. I can only drink that many beers. I can't do it on my chest. But Josh, you got it done. 3 solid rounds, 30-27. Let me know how you feel after the fight.
I felt amazing getting the win. The game plan was to go up and down everywhere. But once I got him down in the first round, I landed some heavy shots. And I was like, I can keep this guy here and just keep pounding away at him. And all he kept trying to do was grab my Kimura and try to sweep, but I postured up, pound, right back to it. And in the second round I hit him with one, and I thought he went out. And I looked up, hit him again, and he was still there. And he's a tough man. I gave him some big shots, but all the power to him. He was a good opponent, and I'm just so happy right now.
Man, you definitely rocked him hard, and I got to say, you get the criticisms for not having the finishes, but you definitely worked more paws in this game. You were throwing more shots, you were aiming for the head more. Was that something you were working on?
Of course. I hate when people say I'm just looking for the decision. I don't want a decision, but it's just my style. Maybe that's just the way I fight. It ends up that way, but as long as I keep winning and pounding people and winning dominantly, I don't care, really. I just want to keep winning, and they had him as the number one, not in the UFC, so I just took him out in 3 rounds, pretty one-sided, I think, but so where does that put me?
Well, it definitely puts you over top of him in the Canadian rankings. The big question is, what is next? 30 seconds left in the fight. Everyone was cheering UFC. We know what that's for. Sean Shelby, Joe Silva. You know what it's for. What do you want?
Of course, that's what I want. I want to go to the UFC. A bunch of my boys are already there, Antonio Carvalho, Mitch Gagnon, and I want to join them. I think I can compete with any 135er in the world. If that was enough to get me there, I'm happy to do it. If not, then I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Besides one tiny little raccoon eye, obviously no injuries, no nothing. If you're not going to be called up to the UFC the next couple months, do you want to make a quick turnaround? Maybe the Score in October, maybe something in November. Is that what you're looking to do?
Yeah. I don't want to sit too inactive. I fought in March, and I was supposed to be June, and then it pushed to July and August. So this was all right. I'd like to fight 3 times this year, if possible, unless obviously I got called to the UFC and they're planning something next year. Obviously I'd wait, of course. But I'd love to come back with the Score if I don't get in there, and I'd love to come back here to Hamilton or wherever. I don't care.
Now I know you hate to answer this question, but I got to ask: is there anyone else out there that you want to fight? You've taken out everyone on the rankings that you need to. You've got yourself up to the #1 spot. Is there anyone else out there that just pisses you off and you don't like?
Not really, man. I get along with pretty much everybody. I'm pretty easygoing. I think the next best 135er in Canada, I think, is Adrian Woolley, and obviously he's my coach and my training partner, my friend. Obviously we're never fighting, but other than that, really, nobody. Unless they give me like an ex-UFC or ex-WCer, then really I don't have my eye on anybody right now.
Well, one name I want to throw out there, Miguel Torres, just recently released from the UFC. That would definitely be someone to get the name on there if Sean Shelby isn't already calling. Now, before we let you go, family, friends, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, I got a boatload of sponsors. I'm going to forget somebody, I'm scared. But Tap Out Training Center, Burlington, Mucho Burrito, Cygen Labs, Vitamin Gum, Black Eye Fightwear, Cauliflower Athletics, my doctor, Callum Cowan, all my gyms, Brockman's MMA, House of Champions, Tap Out, Pure BJJ, Parabellum, and SST Hamilton. And thank you to all my friends, my coaches, my teammates, and you guys for coming here and giving us the stage to perform on. And I'm happy. And absent nightclubs, we're going to party tonight.
All right, well, anyone wants to go celebrate with Josh Hill, you better be joining him there. Check him out on Twitter at @GentlemanJHill. Anyway, fans, it's a big win, Don Wilson. The gentleman, Josh Hill, Top MMA News.